Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library.
Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. Ooh, that sounds like something involving litigation. Arguably the single most well-known mascot in world history, Mickey Mouse is of course the iconic face of Disney, dating all the way back to 1928. It's hard to overstate the list of Mickey's accolades over the years. One of the first cartoons to have sound with Steamboat Willie, the first cartoon character with a star on the Walk of Fame, and the star of some of the best animated movies ever, most notably the masterpiece that is Fantasia. And no matter how massive and vaguely sinister that Disney can feel at times, something about Mickey will always be welcoming and friendly. Well, at least when South Park doesn't have their hands on him. But we're here to talk games, and Mickey's relationship with the world of gaming has been surprisingly good. He and Nintendo go all the way back to 1981 with the Mickey Mouse Game & Watch games, but he's had quality platformers, 3D escapades, and even a dalliance with RPGs during his appearance in Kingdom Hearts. Ultimate Challenge was a puzzle collection game released for numerous systems in 1994, developed by Designer Software, a company that would eventually change their name to Way Forward Games and be most well known for creating their own mascot in Shantae. Shantae and Mickey Mouse. Now there's a crossover we need. Wonder how Mickey would look in a bikini top. And going back to Mickey's vibe, the box art nails it perfectly. Something about the art style, the way the city is depicted, even the wonderful sense of curiosity on Mickey's face. It's so inviting, drawing you in for just long enough for Disney to send a cease and desist. Okay, we've gotten the cynicism out of the way, so let's check out the game. Let's look at the wonderful world of Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. High-tech expressions. Designer Software, aka WayForward. Oh, there he is. Just his silhouette means this video is now owned by Disney. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. Oh, I'm having trouble picking up the melody here. Oh, we're just jumping right into it. Mickey or Minnie? I like how it's not easy, medium, or hard, it's cake, medium, or hard. I'm in the mood for medium. One night, as Mickey lay in bed reading a book of fairy tales, he thought to himself how wondrous it would be to live in a far-off land. Doesn't he already? He's dead. Oh, I guess this is all a dream. Huh? What happened? Where am I? I cannot do the Mickey Mouse voice. The Kingdom of Beanwick. Another earthquake, we just keep having them. We should call this Kingdom of Jumping Beanwick. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's B to jump, A to jump much higher. It is. Oh, Donald. He's gonna magic the bottles. Oops. Wow, there's a surprising amount of cutscene in this game. Let's make powder instead. Okay, so it's... Yeah, it's just a series of mini-games. Is this Sokoban? Okay, so yeah, it's just a series of mini-games. So this one is Sokoban-esque. Controls pretty decently. Music is... alright. Not gonna say it's great, though. I'm guessing there are a whole bunch of these. Go outside into sunlight. Wonder how many levels there are. I wonder how many different mini-games there are, come to think of it. And I wonder how many of them have challenge. Like, I know that may sound rude, but so far this is super easy. And after all, it is a Mickey Mouse game. But then again, it did have hard mode on the main screen. Alright, this game's functional. Let's try out a different one. Olé! It's Huey, Dewey, and Louie! Oh, it's Simon. Thrilling gameplay! Alright, what's in here, then? Dust all the paintings before the torch burns out. Oh, this is just a matching game. Oh, wow, these mini-games are super simple. I was expecting something a little bit more from this game. Like, none of them are functionally bad, but they're all just very, very basic. Alright, I do want to at least complete one to see how it goes. It's Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse, for the most part, was aimed more at younger audiences. But Mickey had some pretty good platformer games that were not easy by any means. Alright. We did it. Hooray! Okay, I guess we just collect all the items and then the game ends. Sort magical books using your ABCs. Oh, no, this is now a platformer. What? Oh, is this just land on the letters in order? Yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. I was expecting something a little more challenging given Mickey's history. Like here, there doesn't seem to be any sort of punishment. You know what? I'm gonna restart. We're gonna play on hard mode and see what that changes. And also, I want to check how to beat this game and how long it is. Okay, so after you complete the 4 minigames, you unlock the 5th one, which is kind of like Mastermind. Then you have to go back and exchange all the items you get with other characters' items. Hard mode. And then you climb a beanstalk and do a sliding tile puzzle, and the game's over. Okay, let's see what happens on hard mode. Because again, this game isn't bad, it's just, I don't know, given Mickey's history, I really was expecting more. Oh! Well, the levels are different here, at least. But they are still fairly easy. Okay, it appears to just add 1 or 2 levels. Here, there's just a lot more cards. Oh, wow. I'm guessing that's just gonna be more buttons you have to hit. And here, I'm just gonna, guess that you need to get more letters. Oh, here you need to get all the letters. Got it. Yeah, it's alright. But again, given Mickey's history of games, I can't help but feel this is a letdown. I don't know if the SNES versions or Genesis or anything else was more difficult, but this one is squarely aimed at little kids. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, especially for Mickey Mouse. But given how much work Mickey put in video games, can't help but feel a little disappointed. Almost as disappointed as the fact that you have to unlock Goofy. He's the 5th character you have to get to. I don't want to wait for Goofy. You should never have to ask someone to wait for Goofy. Come on, Mickey, you'll never be a star with performances like this. This is one of those odd games that's a bit hard to review because there's nothing really wrong with it, and yet there's also nothing in it that really grabbed me, leaving it in a weird state of review purgatory. See, the game itself mechanically was totally fine. Each minigame played well with simple rules that you could understand immediately, controls that could be reused from game to game without overcomplication, and good graphics to make everything clear. The music was nice, the minigames themselves were varied, it even had a story with some perfectly acceptable writing to tie everything together. There's very, very little about this game to really complain about. And yet at the same time, there's also nothing about this game to really compliment either. The minigames were simple, yes, but they were so simple that only very little kids could enjoy them. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it also means that once you hit a certain age or you learn the full game, it loses its appeal completely, except as a nostalgic throwback to your childhood. Nothing inherently wrong with that, but the best Game Boy games are the ones that you can come back to over and over and get the same fun out of them no matter what age you are. These games, aimed squarely at little kids, have their place, but it's a place that doesn't reach the heights of other Game Boy games, or heck, even other Mickey Mouse games. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge is perfectly fine, and I'm sure that it's a wonderful nostalgic comfort zone for some people, but it just doesn't do enough to really stand out on the Game Boy, so I can only recommend this game if you happen to know a little kid who's enthusiastic about retro handheld gaming. Mickey, I know you can do better than that. You were in Magical Quest, man. Get your act together. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.